Hi Leos, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your How to Manifest Your Life Partner. Mid-January to maybe end of February 2018 reading. Welcome to those of you who are new. Thank you to those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed, donated, and who have come to me for weekly, monthly, and yearly readings. I'm starting out as usual with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm just going to ask for a word of prayer, please, for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo that we can close with. Woo! Forgiving the actions of Father. Okay, thank you. Now, I'm not going to look at that card right now, but what I am going to do is to start with your general energies. I'm going to ask Spirit to lead us to whatever messages they'd like to start out with. This is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and we'll clarify down the line with some other deck that I feel pulled to use. Dear Lord, Spirit guides and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo with clearly defined messages regarding Leo's life path here on Earth on into the next month and a half or two. Ooh. Okay, this one's going to be hot and heavy. So starting out right now, you guys have your base chakra lit up when it comes to passion and romance. In your thoughts position, we have emotional loss. So somebody's healing from emotional loss in a way that you're like, yeah. In your relationship sector, there's victory and success. So somebody made a move here. Yeah, and in your creative aspects position, you guys are just shining like the sun. Your solar plexus chakra is bright and happy and fulfilled. There's passion and romance and healing. This is awesome. So in the actions position, you guys just need to remain focused on your truth. What balances you out? Who balances you out? How does this all balance you out? Moving forward. Pardon me. Now in your emotional aspects position, you've got the power energies with the Elder and the Lion. This is about setting a goal, reaching a goal, because you conquered everything between where you started and the goal you were headed towards, and now you are enjoying the blessing of passion and happiness and fulfillment. Whoever this is, congratulations. We all work all the time to get to where you're at. It's like your wheel went whoop right up here. So in your subconscious, we've got your throat chakra lit up, so it's time to speak what you have to say. And in your creative aspects, day-to-day practical matters position, through all of this attention and passion, you guys are going to come into an awareness. And subconsciously, your throat chakra is opening up. Emotionally, you are setting a goal because in your actions position, you have come to the truth of a situation by which you feel victorious and successful. Now, in your inner strengths position, we've got the crown chakra. So you have the energies in your inner strengths to pray to Spirit and to listen to your intuition as you get to the truth of a situation about what all this passion and intensity has led you towards. So in the first week and a half to 2 weeks from watching the video, know that some of you, not all of you, whomever the lucky energies are that are sending me their energies, if these aren't your energies, watch your rising or moon sign videos, or come to me and I'll do a personal poll of your energies via my email, josieK42@gmail.com. All right, so here you are in the first week and a half to 2 weeks from whenever you watch this video, coming out of this dark space, out of being sad, down, depressed, whatever it is. And it's through your thoughts, through, I feel like, a lot of contemplation an experience. You guys are being reborn, like out of your cocoon with your wings. And now you're able to fly because you know who and or what you want when it comes to a partnership or alliance. But Spirit's saying that what happens is someone's energies here end up going into mental conflict when they get discontent and bored because they need to learn to take authority over their path when it comes to the waiting game. Things take time, and us humans like to snap our fingers sometimes and have what we want when we want it, right? The waiting game is about planting seeds and letting those seeds take root and watching the idea or the goal or the perspective or the relationship grow before you and unfold as you take a little step closer at a time and observe. And Spirit's saying, have patience. Plant your seeds in many different ways, shapes, and forms and see what grows best for you in your path at this time, because hope is shining down upon your patience, helping to guide you as you are waiting to see what develops in your path ahead. I do see some obstacles and challenges, but I'm going to clarify in a little bit here. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, someone's going to be letting go of old memories and memories of love. Okay? Deciding to let go of emotional loss. And this is really, really good because this is what's blocking you from being able to get clear about your future. Okay, we can't really hold the energies of both at the same time. This loss and memories of love and emotions and all that from the past. Some of you are celebrating in celebration, rejoicing in celebration as you are setting new goals. But it could be that you're setting goals to escape a situation, to go from 3 to 2 people, and that's what's got you trapped in fear. Focus on your own material and spiritual prosperity at this time, and choose wisely when it comes to some sort of temptation in the next month and a half or 2. Because I do see suffering in silence and moving on. I'm reading the story. I'm going to say a little bit of it, but I don't want to take up the whole video. For this particular energy, after much suffering, after being patient, after pulling themselves maybe away to get to the truth of a situation and connection, I think Spirit's going to bless you with some sort of destiny. Again, with the emotional withdrawal, it just still keeps blocking your path. And I think there's something that I keep hearing reborn, will be reborn. Something will come back into balance because maybe a family achievement or an achievement that brings people together. I'm going to clarify real quick with the Lenormand deck. Giving birth in the next 2 to 3 weeks to something that really makes them shine brightly. Is it a new home? Is it living together? Is it moving in together? Because I do see harmony and balance. Okay, so we had a woman that was content. These I use just to clarify my own energies before I do the videos with the Lenormand deck. Who was very content, who was being playful, maybe even mischievous. And now there's giving birth in the next 2 to 3 weeks to maybe a new foundation and achievements when it comes to a gentleman. So whether you guys are the stuck female contemplating if someone's being honest or not, feeling burdened to a situation, but then finally I see for someone here the blow, like as you come into connection and figure out if there is balance here, which I think there will be. I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. Somebody's going to come out of a relationship. I have to say it, and I have nothing to do with any of it. I'm just reporting it. they're going to come out of a relationship because they've been the sly one. One of, a Leo's been the sly one. They've connected with a friend because they've felt burdened and they're wanting to leave a long, difficult path behind. Well, I mean, if it is a long and difficult path, do you want to maintain in it, or can you sweep away some sort of shame and guilt and fix it? And that's kind of where all these energies are being held up. I see a firm foundation here, and I see long term, and it is in the outcome position. I see recognition and reward and moving in new directions, great prosperity, and the want and desire of passion. But I also see someone being deceptive. So let's bring in more clarity. I believe this is a spiritual test, okay? You guys have succeeded somehow. You've gotten what you've wanted. You're sitting in victory and success, and now comes kind of almost like the I'm bored energy. What kind of trouble do I want to get in next type thing is what I'm feeling. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add for spiritual clarification and guidance, spiritual messages, whatever Spirit chooses to bring in as clarification for the circle spread in front of us, please, regarding those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo, male or female, for the next month and a half or two. And this is the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. All right, so the first card, let me make room. Yeah, look at that. Somebody here is just hot rocking into, they're a hunk of burning love right now. He or she, whoever's energies these are, and you're coming to the end of some sort of path and you're looking down and you're wondering if you should take a risk. That's very passionate. And in your thoughts position, letting go of emotional loss, emotional pain. Is this someone's energies who is getting into a passionate connection and wanting to take a risk because they can't handle some feelings that are coming up? Because with the reminder card, there's a tombstone that says, don't forget. Don't forget the emotional loss that came from a passionate connection by which you took a risk on in the past, whoever that is. Now, in your relationship sector, there's victory and success. Some of you are becoming very victorious and successful, maybe even financially, but as well, I feel passionately. Some of you may be connected to a fire sign, Sag, Aries, or Leo, sun, moon, or rising, like yourself. You guys are just shining like the sun, and you can create basically anything you want right now because your solar plexus chakra is like, people like can't walk by you and not acknowledge you. But Spirit's got a warning of chaos here. So in your actions position, Spirit's saying use the energies of the Truth card to figure out what is it that balances you out. What is it that keeps you happy and joyful and content? Because they're bringing in the Moon card energies where someone's starting to kind of stray off in a path in a new direction, and maybe you're a little worried and fearful. Is this bringing me closer or more away from the truth? Those are your actions. In your emotional aspects position, there's power to reach your goal, to set your goal like the elder or the lion, and to conquer everything slowly but surely in that path to get to where they want to be. But where this card is going is like to a major ego situation, and somebody's gonna have to come into chaos. And so either you guys can take these energies, whoever this applies to, and avoid this chaos ahead of time by getting to the truth in your own heart about something, and then by taking and setting a goal to be honest to yourself, loyal to yourself, and if you're with someone or even alone, it's about taking an oath to yourself not to get into a situation by which maybe your ego could cause for chaos. Subconsciously, it's time to speak your truth, to get kind of quiet, to go within, to look at your reflection in the water, and to remember that you are God's child and that you have many special gifts and talents that you should share with the world. maybe how you developed a business, maybe how you developed and created something in your life, and you have these energies at your fingertips to train and educate others, to come up with maybe a YouTube channel or a product you'd like to always make with your own two hands that you could sell online. Something where you can get back in touch with who you are and what you truly want. What is the right risk for you? If no risk at all in a love connection, it's about finding that risk and taking that risk within yourself to figure out what fulfills you. So somebody may just be feeling unfulfilled at this time. Now, in your practical day-to-day matters position, as you are being clear with yourself about a risk, even though there's passion, even though there's a lot of ego energy right now, you're going to come into an awareness if you take time every day to think about the truth of your situation. And with the awareness card, you have energies like the Magician to be able to think about and to manifest the path ahead. So Spirit's saying take some time to go out into the woods, into your grove, on your couch with your kitty cat and blanket, and really think about, I just keep hearing think about the path ahead, because it's like somebody's teetering on the very edge here, almost ready to take a risk. And then pray. Your inner strengths through prayer will help for Spirit to guide you in the correct path. It's important to be loyal to yourself and others at this time, and you will have the inner energies of the Strength card. Why did I say Strength card? Spiritual guidance and assistance through your crown chakra that will help you to remain loyal to a situation. But it's about coming to a truth of a situation. I got to look up this truth. Again, I'm going to use the Lenormand deck, and I'm just going to ask Spirit a little bit more about Leos in their actions position when they come into an awareness, going to or coming from or deciding not to take a risk because of the truth. And what should the truth be? We've got connecting out with society, positivity. Yes. And having a conversation about putting closure to a chapter. Because of the chaos, because of the oath that needs to be taken to oneself. And then there's a message about a child, or someone comes in playfully. I think this is like coming back into connection with family. I feel like someone was trying to stray to find what they thought, and it ends up being something they already have. So they kind of, whoever's Leo is, I hate to say it, but somebody out there has the fox energies, and they've just, really connected with someone, and it turned into a burden because of the difficulties, and it's caused emotional pain. And in you, as you look around before going in any direction and taking a risk, I mean, you have the opportunity right here, and the energy is available to have victory and success just by sweeping away a path that wouldn't have been good anyway. And that releases you back towards the arms of what is supposed to be. So I hope that really helped someone. I just felt like it did. That was wild. All right. So we're going to look at the energies of someone you guys may be thinking of. Okay, and I do this usually by using the Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck. Ooh, and that's when the power card jumped out. So power to try to reach a goal, to set a direction, and to not give up. So let's see what this is about. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Leo with clearly defined messages regarding Leo's life path here on Earth at this time, on into and through to the end of the next month and a half or two. Love and romance. Who is this person? What are their thoughts, feelings, emotions, viewpoints, and outlooks when it comes to the connection that they have with this Leo? Okay, I'm on target. Spirit itches my nose when I'm heading in the right track. Okay, and it's right on the first card too, so we have the Eight of Swords. Someone that you guys are thinking of is protecting themselves. They are on the defense. I think they feel very stuck where they're at and they cannot move. In their thoughts position or mental aspects position, they're on the edge also of saying something that they'll regret, because they're in self-defense, self-protection, self-worry, and fear. They could hurt someone with their words. In their relationship sector, they're bringing something to an end so they can step into the portal of a brand new world, a new start. Creatively, they're trying to think about how to move away from that which they put so much energy into at this time, to really just take time to rest and creatively think about, should I give to this path anymore or move ahead? In the actions position, there are actions of passion and lust and intensity and wow. But the person you guys are thinking of has like all their garb on of defense. They will survive no matter what happens. So emotionally, the person you guys are thinking of, emotionally, they're actually being very serious. They may be going through a marital situation. They're trying to be as logical as possible about staying or going. Subconsciously, they're looking at how small or new this offer is. And they're contemplating as to whether this is going to grow into anything or not, whether if something can come to a close and step into something new or not. And in their practical day-to-day matters position with the Eight of Pentacles, they are wanting to do something in a perfect and precise way. And that's why they're dragging their feet. That's why they're resting. That's why they're contemplating. That's why they're trying to decide on a new beginning. But yes, they have the inner strengths at this time with the Nine of Wands energies to be reborn from a long and treacherous path. Something that was painful. And now they're trying to do everything in the right way. They have karmic energies kind of swaying in front of them with the, what does this say? Fortune fairy, Wheel of Fortune, trying to make a wish to come together with someone. But they or you guys are moving very slowly because there's heartache here that has to transpire. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have the Hierophant telling the person you Leos are thinking of that they have completed a long and difficult path, maybe with someone who has fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo. Sun, Moon, or Rising, and they're having to do what it is they have to do. They have to evaluate and connect and see if there is going to be success in their future with you. And they're trying to use the energies of the Strength card to come together, but there is so much regret here. Therefore, there's confusion and a need to heal. Somebody may have been offered love from someone who has air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, and this person just is confused about love in general. I think in the next 4 to 6 weeks, they are going to try and continue unhealthy behavior of sorts. And they're going to not maybe even acknowledge this behavior because they haven't let something go with someone who was very successful. They are fantasizing and hiding from the truth or the reality of a situation. They're fearful of moving down a new path, and they are wanting to run away and not care about other people's feelings, but they can't help but try and give something that was painful another chance. So I think for you guys, whoever's energies these are, I think, you know, sweep away something that's become almost more of a burden than fun. And that's what will bring in your next victim. My mom's a Leo, and she always answers the phone and says, "A victim." I don't know why. She's silly. All right, so I'm going to show you what I pulled for you earlier with the Alana Fairchild Oracle deck. It's called The Journey of Love, and I just absolutely love this deck. And it's pretty darn cool because I think this is going to make sense to whomever this is. All right. This is called the Knowing Without Knowing energy. Okay. I'm going to read from the book because I like to give kudos and credence to this author. Someone speaks to you and you respond with words that you feel you are hearing for the very first time as they pour out of your mouth. Whose words are these? You wonder. It is your ancient self that speaks. Trust the strange and mysterious at this time. It is another way, an ancient way of wisdom that you are tapping into right now. Enjoy this new sacred connection unfolding. This oracle is also confirming that you have relationships around you now and continuing to come to you that are from times long past, karmic connections that will take you further on your journey of love. And the poem says, I have been here before. Aromas open the doors. I walk through knowing. So, yeah, some of you know from the beginning that something, and even as you're feeling the burden of it, it's starting to feel like a burden. It started out like this, fun and joyful and squiggly and just having a good time. So I'm going to show you your word of prayer. And this is about caring. Now, we can care for people and should long before we give our heart and soul away. As we care for others and we love them like we do our friends and our family, we get to know people at a deeper level, right? So this card says, Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, about others, and about the world in general. Okay? So we have to remember, whether we're with someone or not, we are always in love. Love is all around us. Love is the air we breathe, the roof over our head, the food in our mouth. It's the people we connect with day to day, our animals, our friends, our neighbors, and the people at the store. Okay, when we meet someone and the passion dissipates, as it always does, because that's what draws two energies together, then we welcome someone into our family of love, and we end up loving them like we do our friends, our family, our neighbors, and the people at the store. Mother Mary sent you this card as a reminder that she cares deeply for you and your family. Although you may sometimes feel alone, you are definitely watched over and protected. When life is stressful, though, as it may have been for you lately, you may not feel the Blessed Mother's loving presence. So carry this sword with you to help you to know that the divine love is here for you. I don't know why I said sword. It says carry this card with you. So I feel like, again, be clear about your boundaries with someone like the Queen of Swords, and speak your truth in a very fair and just manner, but stand by yourself first and foremost. I don't know why that was important to say. So this card asks you to keep your heart open and to continue caring for others, even though you may feel unappreciated or even used. Remember that your spiritual path is to be loving and helpful, not to change others. However, you don't need to, nor should you, stay in any abusive or toxic situation or relationships. You can care for someone from afar. Most important, care for yourself, dear one. Take time for you and attend to things that are important for your health, for your happiness, and for your own well-being. So I think this is a bit of a nudge as well to go out and care for others who are maybe homeless or who need clothing or food. However it is, go and help others, because that's going to bring you beautiful karmic blessings, and will bring, and these blessings, they come in forms of money and love that are absolutely ecstatically perfect and wonderful. So I think that's all I have. Okay, word of prayer. Message from the angels, please. One last card for Leo's 4 and through to the middle to the end. Okay, so we have Daniel here. This is the angel of marriage. And he's assisting you right now. Whoever it is that is desiring to have marriage in their life at this time, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have Oceana saying to take action, that you will come to a truth within the situation, and that you will need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So again, trust your gut and lovingly speak your truth, but remain strong and firm with your boundaries, because that's how love evolves. It's a respect thing. It's loving someone deeper because of who they are and the boundaries that they are requesting. Look at that. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you've got Sonia or Sonia, and she says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy and at peace. I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. On the bottom of the deck is Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open up to greater love. I will help you to release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And I always notice in their card that there's all these different angel wings around him. There's, each person is going through their own experiences and you know, fighting their own demons. So wait for the right one. If you're single and trying to manifest, this is a lot about patience. Know that when the father figure card jumped out, there is a father figure who wanted you to know that they miss you and they love you. And also, forgive. Forgive yourself and whoever else, and know that everything transpired to teach you something about you. And therefore, it is a blessing. Sweep away from what doesn't need to be any longer, so that something new and wonderful can come into your path. Take care. And God bless.